This is going to be difficult. He's going to get stung and bitten.
They do like to bite a little bit.
Am I okay back here?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. They won't. They're going to go after me.
Yeah, right.
Not you.
Right, that's good for me.
Because I'm the one that gets tagged.
All right.
How nice does that cut?
Beautiful.
It's
like
so efficient.
What do you call it? Lamb roast carve.
Yeah, I know. You know, slicing a log down this way is one of the hardest cuts to make.
Yeah.
When you're slicing them along the
True.
grain, they're designed. The blades, the chains are designed to cut through, not long ways. You know, so for that to cut as nice as it does, and like that, it's just, they're incredible.
Awesome. And a dry log too, right?
Yes, and it's ironbark.
Yeah.
It's one of the toughest timbers. So, and look how nice it cuts.
So you try not to go all the way through.
No, you cannot breach the cavity.
Yeah.
Because not only that, but it also gets full of sawdust. You don't, you know, and this is the other way, the reason why I stand the log up and I secure it with a star picket with bolts through it, so it can't move. And because if you lay it down, as soon as you open that log, any sawdust that's in that crack goes straight inside the log. When you stand it up, most of your sawdust ends up on the ground, not in the log. So it keeps the internal of the cavity very clean, and we can then we don't have to worry about getting any rubbish in there. Whew. She's starting. You hear that cracking right down?
Yeah. Here she goes.
Yeah, they're into me.
Yeah. All right.
Whew. Almost.
Here she comes.
You ready?
Daylight. Yeah. Oh. There they are, the beauties.
Look at the honey.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
all honey pots in there. The brood's in there. In the log.
Yep.
That is a massive brood. It goes from there all the way down to here.
Amazing.
I just got to get a cloth.
It's oozing, mate. It's oozing with honey.
Yeah. I don't want that honey dripping.
Yeah.
I'll take it off the ticket.
Yep.
Doesn't want to let go.
So, what's the next thing, mate?
Oh, we've got to
you're
take
laying back like this,
Yeah.
and then you take some and put it up in each box.
Yeah, I've got to take the brood out.
Yeah.
That bugger.
Oh, is it stuck, is it?
Yeah. It's because I put it in Ironbark. It
Yeah.
doesn't want to come out.
You want to try and pry it off with this?
That's it.
Lovely.
That broke off. Right. You see how they're on to me?
Yeah,
They love me.
yeah. I haven't been bitten yet, so that's good. Must like me.
No, they're not biting.
Yeah.
But they're swarming but not biting.
Yeah. This is amazing, isn't it?
Look at the size of that.
How often do you do this, mate?
Just about every day.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, every day almost. I've got another one to do this afternoon at Caloundra.
Alright. Can I help or?
It's all good. I just want to get... I just don't want that spilled honey on the brood.
On the brood.
See, that's the advancing front in there.
Yeah.
See, these eggs up here are hatching, and those ones down there are being built. They're building up that way. See that cell there? That's a queen cell. See the size of it?
Oh yeah.
There's another queen cell there.
Yeah.
I can see that
And
bird.
that's how you tell just the size.
Yeah. There's another advancing front at the top here, see? See how they're dark cells? And they're open.
Yeah.
I'll get this out and show you.
Yeah, that's that.
Now I've got to surgically remove them, that's the thing.
Yeah. And bear in mind this is a good thing that you're doing because you're going to be able to spread the population.
Yes.
Yeah.
And propagate the hives.
Yeah.
Um,
And spread the population to different parts of Australia where we need it.
That's it. Because they can only survive so long in one of these logs,
Yeah.
you know, and that's the other thing. We never know what's inside the log. This one here is a very exceptional size because of the size of the cavity.
Yes.
It had a perfect size cavity in this log. But when you look at this other one over here, there was nothing. There was no room inside the log for the bees. If we hadn't taken the bees out, they wouldn't have survived in there for very many more years.
Yeah.
Because of the restrictions in the log. What happens? They keep on. You see how much stores they've got in here?
Yeah.
Right. They've got the room to put these stores in this log. But when you don't have the room in the log to put the stores, then you don't have the room. They don't have the room to build enough brood because they've got to use more room for stores. So what happens is the brood gets smaller and smaller and smaller as more stores get packed in, and it ends up collapsing. The bees can no longer keep the hive going, so it collapses. These are all the bottoms of the cells, so you can see they're really rounded. And what they actually are, these are cocoons.
Yeah.
So these are cells here. That open cell, the nurse bees build that, then
Yep.
they put provisions inside that, and then the queen comes along and lays an egg in there, and then they close the cell up. That takes 50 days for that bee to hatch. Now in 20 to 25 days, the bees spin a little cocoon around themselves inside the cell when they pupate into a bee, from a grub to a bee. And then the nurse bees come and strip the outside of the wax covering off, and what you're left is all these cocoons. So these cocoons, these are all pupated into bees, and they're waiting to hatch. They've probably got another, these are hatching now, over the next day and so, and then these will hatch over the next couple of weeks. There's a queen cell right there, that big popcorn one there, and that's just about ready to hatch.
Okay.
I'll put that right in there. Let's see if we can find a queen.
A live queen.
Oh yeah, the queen's in there. Oh, they bite me now. In my armpit. See this hard stuff?
Yeah.
This is all bitumen.
What's
And that's
bitumen?
that's their protective resin cover at the bottom.
Right.
So they build this hard hard plate at the bottom, and that's to stop any pests from getting into the hive. And there's a lot of Kadaji resin in it. You know the Kadaji tree?
I've heard of it.
Eucalyptus tolerana.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually been reclassified as Corymbia tolerana because it's a flowering gum. There's another advancing front.
Yep.
At the bottom. Beautiful. Now what I might do is I'm going to put this lot with this lot so they get more of a cross of the, so there's two advancing fronts here and a lot of cocoons, so they'll keep perpetuating the bees as they hatch through the brood. This one has a lot of cocoons at the bottom and a big advancing front at the top. So this is a real good half for the other side.
Standalone.
Yeah. Look at that. She's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And look at all the cocoons all the way down through there.
Wow.
There's another queen cell
Yeah.
along the outside. There's actually two together there.
Wow.
Oh, they're amazing.
That's awesome.
See how that just fits in the
Only
box?
just fits, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, every brood, and this is why we went to this size box. They used to be skinnier than this,
Yeah.
but we couldn't fit the broods.
Yep.
And we had to squash them. So, and we don't want to be squashing broods to get them into a hive. So what we do is we increase the size of the box, and every single brood I've found to date has fit in the box perfect. I just want to get that little bit of spilled honey out of there. They'll clean it up anyway, but I'll just get the excess. Now, have you tasted the honey?
No.
Put your finger in the honey pots.
Whereabouts?
In here. See the open honey pots?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just try that. Beautiful stuff. Oh yeah. Isn't it good?
Oh yeah, and it's a lot more watery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, moisture content's a lot higher.
Yeah.
Look at these.
Yeah. And they'll find their way back in there when you close them
Yes.
up though?
Because their GPS is set exactly to that point there.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's where I put the box.
Like chickens.
Yep. Yep. As soon as I put that box there, they will be in here like
Yeah.
there's no tomorrow.
Wow. You gotta remind yourself not to swat them, eh?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you can't swat them. I'm looking for the queen.
Where?
She could be in there.
Mate, are you okay? I'm out of time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, good.
Yeah?
That's about
Look.
all you need to get on there anyway. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's all right.
Really, so much.
And the reason why we only put the brood in there and not these storage,
Yeah.
and the reason why I clean it up, because of pests. We have this little tiny thyroid fly,
Yeah.
and they come in the thousands. And they'll move in there, and they lay their eggs in there. They go straight through the entrance, they're tiny little flies,
Yeah.
and they lay their eggs in there and slime the hive.
Oh.
and they can slime a hive in 3 days.
And what do you do to combat it?
We only put the brood in there.
Yeah.
So there's not the stores. They're attracted to the stores.
Oh, right.
To the leaking honey.
Okay.
So any leaking honey cannot go inside there.
Can you harvest that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we harvest. That's where I get all the honey from.
Yep.
That we have, and we harvest all that honey out of there. So I remove that as clean as possible.
Yep.
Without getting crap in there. Which I've done. I've done it so many times, and
what do you
I get it out in
press it?
one piece like that. No, we put it in a strainer.
Oh yeah.
With a stir bowl underneath and poke it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it lets it drain naturally.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to be pressing it because on the outside of the pots there's the bacteria, the yeast and the bacteria and stuff.
Yeah.
And it contaminates the honey.
Okay. And
so we want to keep it as clean
so you
as
don't
possible.
spin it.
No.
Yeah.
We just let it drain.
Let it drain.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. And then we have to keep it in the fridge because of the moisture content.
Yeah.
Otherwise it ferments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because of the moisture content of native bee honey.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But AA honey actually has, it's almost the same as Euro honey, so the same taste.
Yeah.
And almost the same consistency. They're amazing.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not as sweet.
Oh, these are not AA.
No, these are TH.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
But don't produce as high.
no, they only produce 1 kilo a year.